What nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans Inc. And today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Hunter x Hunter chapter 412. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we're at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. If you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable little Bubba kitty, who's somewhere around here, hopefully being good kitties, and this operation, well, again, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Digimon Beat Break. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 Patreon member, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there is a stacked summer anime season that's just begun, in which today we're going to be covering Reiwa and Adara-san and the exiled Heavy Knight knows how to game the system. We're also covering Marimashita Arumika, Yomi no Sugai, Digimon Beat Break, Black Cat in the Witch's Classroom, Hanekimi, 100 Girlfriends, maybe It's Dust, and Bleach, and there's even more on the way. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So, I'm telling you, Kurapika is so bluffing. He is bluffing his ass off. So, I really do hope I'm right on this. I really do. But the other thing that I think is very interesting that is kind of happening right now is there's this author comment from Tagashi for this week's Weekly Shonen Jump about a question about using AI. And I can't believe so many people don't understand that that is sarcasm. Well, that's probably because the same people don't remember or just don't know that when he attempted to use digital art, that it actually affected his back pain. So, yeah, people are fucking stupid, I swear to God. Anyways, let's get into this chapter, see what's in store for us this week. Approximately 1.5 months remaining until the new continent, and this chapter is titled Question. 5 hours before the issuance of the special martial law, the 14th prince is not participating in the succession war? Hey, no matter how you look at it, that lie is way too sloppy. If the lower-ranked princes manage to escape until the deadline, do they have a chance to survive? But the 14th prince wasn't participating in the succession war from the start? And now you're saying, well, then let's begin the Nen classes? Did you think if you confused us by manipulating information, we just let a bullshit lie like that slide? There isn't a single lie. Of course, the part of about the restrictions on my own deduction, but I am confident in it, and we can hardly afford to wait until it's proven, can we? I will give you a grace period. The classes will be rescheduled to start 10 hours from now. Take that back with you, and each of you come to your own conclusions, and only those who wish to participate in this class should return here. I'm telling you, he's full of shit! Issuance of special martial law approximately 48 hours ago. To think he would scheme to slip his own child in among the princes. Searching for the person responsible is important, but right now, more than that, we must identify the curse target of Beyond's biological child who cast the curse and dispel the curse on the 14th prince. I swear to you, I have no connection to Beyond whatsoever. If you must use your chain to prove my innocence, please rest assured, I don't suspect you at all, nor do I even feel the need to verify it. Shimano, please prepare our meals while you still have the chance. Yes. This is very difficult to say, but my name is not Shimano, it's Shimanu. That's why I've been calling you Shimano, right? It's new. No. No. I think it's probably impossible for Kurapika to distinguish or pronounce the difference between the 3 vowel blends and 2 vowel blends of the Kakin language. Ah, is that so? No. The Kakin language has unique male sounds. Oh, I cannot wait to see how Viz translates this. This is going to be very interesting. The Kakin language has unique male sounds and female sounds. If you say Shimano, it ends up sounding like a male's name, but you manage to say it correctly every now and then, so don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm telling you, they're going to say it's a gendered language. Or they're not going to have male and female up in there. Oh, I can't wait to see how Viz does this. Even if you tell me not to worry about it after letting me know that. Apologize for making you feel uncomfortable. No, not at all. No. Kurapika, actually, there's one thing that's been bothering me for a while. Hey, don't tell me. Queen. Yes, what is it? Regarding the matter with Beyond from earlier, it is indeed just as the Queen said. It would be best to completely resolve the problem here. May I demonstrate my chain so that there is absolutely no room for doubt left? I think that's the smart thing to do. Of course, that will put my mind at ease too, so please do. Thank you very much. First I will ask some meaningless questions to establish a baseline. Please answer with either yes or no. Is that all right? Also, this art looks fantastic. I'm very, very pleased with the assistance. Work. Yes. You are a man. No. You are 2 years old. No. You are a woman. Yes. You are a mother. Yes. Now then, please answer yes to all of the questions asked of you. Yes. You are currently flying in the sky. Yes. You are currently on a ship. Yes. You are currently riding in a tank. Yes. Your only child is the 14th prince. Yes. The prince sleeping over there right now. 2 months ago, yes, held him at the hotel where the interview took place. Wobble is my child. Queen, to my question, will you answer yes? Why? Did you know that it was Shimano? She's not the mother! What? Bill, regarding the Queen's pronunciation, notice the difference between the male and female sounds. The female pronunciation of boo, which mixes in a slight frictive sound, and the male pronunciation, which is made without bringing the upper and lower jaws together, are relatively distinct. At first, the Queen used the neutral boo sound, but at some point she began alternating between the two. That made me think, huh? Which is how I first noticed. She's not his mother? What? Of course, I barely paid it any mind. It's a truly trivial difference, and there are plenty of native speakers who can't even differentiate them. The Queen began using those two pronunciations shortly after we set sail. I recalled, wasn't it around right around the time Kurapika first used his chain ability? But earlier, when the topic of Shimano came up, to prepare for the unlikely event that you were questioned by my chain so that you could speak the truth without making the chain swing, you used them to selectively differentiate a lie and a boy, didn't you? For the moment, you had to say, he is my child. Whose child is he, and where is your daughter right now? This child is my younger sister's son! My daughter is currently entrusted to that sister's care. I truly do not know where they are. During the seed urn ceremony, the one who placed her hand into the urn was my daughter. Afterwards, we swapped the children at the hotel, so the one who attended the ceremony was my sister's son. Therefore, neither this child nor my daughter possesses the qualifications to participate in the succession war. What? Initially, I believed not participating was impossible. I thought non-participation would make us targets for elimination, so we would appear to be participating on the surface, and if push came to shove, I would confess that we lacked the qualifications and beg for forgiveness. I felt that in order to survive, I had no choice but to bet on this. What? That is what I thought. It's as you heard. There is no lie in the Queen's words. We are outsiders! So Kurapika wasn't bluffing! Holy shit! Oh my god! Wow! ones who withdrew are the second queen soldiers and who are not taking the class. Has the operation failed? If only either the private soldiers of the first prince, Benjamin, or the third prince, Charai, have withdrawn. I thought the announcement that the 14th prince Wobble is disqualified from the succession war would gain more credibility, and the danger of her being targeted would drop significantly, but it's not that simple. Dude, my mind is blown! Holy shit! However, for now, I will just proceed with the development of Nen abilities as originally planned. The first prince's private troops and the third prince's private troops have confirmed that Prince Wobble is a boy, and the fact that our story is true has been conveyed to them. Just being removed as a target for the first prince means the current danger has been significantly reduced. The reason they are fussing over succession rights despite knowing the prince is a different person is simply because they think, well, then perhaps a dragon leaked into her womb and she might actually possess the right of succession. Even if the first prince tells the other princes, they won't believe it if there's no change in the current situation. However, as long as the third and fifth princes feel I have utility value to them, our friendly relations should continue. I'm also holding on to the 10th prince's letter. I will continue to demonstrate the power of Nen abilities just like this and keep proving that I possess even more effective and crucial information. Simultaneously, I must identify the targets of Beyond's children. So Kurapika is still bluffing. He's still bluffing in some regards. But the part that I thought he was bluffing the most on, he was telling the truth. I still can't believe it. As for the son of the one currently on the throne, the fact that he's not the real prince can be exposed for physical characteristics unless an official investigative... I still can't... No, I still am shocked by this. Oh my god. Unless an official investigative body gets involved due to an assassination or poisoning, the risk of him being directly dragged into the succession war and having his life threatened is likely low right now. The problem is the daughter who isn't here, the curse beyond supposedly placed on his disciples. If it's a powerful one that activates as post-mortem Nen and curses them to death, it will be instantaneous from activation to death. And especially defenseless baby has no way to resist. The only way is to identify the cursor beforehand and eliminate them. The true identities of the remaining cursors I heard about from the 5th Prince's private troops. They haven't been told anything about who the curse is directed at or what the conditions are as expected. Is asking the source beyond himself the shortest path? Oh, let's see. Yo, I've been waiting for you. Ooh! I'd like to speak with you in private, so could you step outside? Well, that's an unreasonable request. Our job is surveillance and nitpicking whether it's a contract between a Supreme Court judge or an international political criminal. Both are VIPs, so we can't let them go without a thorough inspection. You can just listen from there. It's no, oh, speaking of Beyond anyway, it's no problem at all. I've got plenty of criticisms to deal with. I'm just confirming the results. Well, the merit is that I'm tailing everything. Well, first, the trial where the V5 side was suing you has been successfully remanded via plea bargain. There will be no retrial. Consequently, the multiple crimes you committed during the New World Voyage Declaration broadcast will not be pursued under international criminal law. Well, everything was just transferred to the secret agreement with Kakin. Well, that was expected. The issue is the outcome of the ones I'm suing for. I recall there were about blank cases, right? What the fuck? It is 1,047 cases! Whoa! To give you the conclusion, as a result of a consolidated deliberation at the Supreme Court, they were all dismissed. Are you serious? Are you serious? Not even one before this? Did you really look at them properly, man? Yes, you must be mistaking this for a sloppy rush job, right? I personally looked through and thoroughly scrutinized all of them to make my judgments. How rude. How many months do you think I spent on this? In short, the Kaken Kingdom has absolutely no intention of improving or guaranteeing even the bare minimum of human rights for its ordinary citizens, right? Respect for fundamental human rights is clearly stated in our Constitution, though. We're suing precisely because it's not being put into practice, you idiot. Speaking of, oh God, I'm probably gonna have to be dealing with some legal shit with my complex. They violating my tenant rights. God damn it. I really don't want to have to deal with this fucking legal shit, but I gotta do what I have to do. Also, I'm dealing with other legal shit in regards to this fucking bullshit false copyright strike, which I'm gonna win that. But the other shit I gotta deal with my complex, I'm not looking forward to dealing with that. First of all, did you even clearly define the foundational premise of what constitutes a human versus a citizen in writing? Unless you add a sentence stating the royalty and the populace together shall compromise the citizens, there's absolutely no way you'll ever win the trust of the ordinary people, right? That had already been adopted prior to the lawsuit. King Nasubi was already moving toward realizing equality in the wording of the Constitution, specifically equality under the enforcement of law for both royalty and citizens, regardless of the outcome of the succession war. Over there are the copies of the Judicial Review records regarding constitutionality for this case, along with the related constitutional amendments and revisions. Even if it is impossible to immediately judge also called royal crimes, once the revision goes into effect, we can expect a certain degree of deterrent effect. Though I am personally more concerned about the far greater downside, losing the psychological deterrent that vanishes once royalty is classified as citizens. Hey! We have to check the contents of all this first. There's no way you can actually scrutinize legal documents. Just check to make sure there are no foreign objects mixed into the papers. An absolute king's single word is way faster and more effective than a constitution, huh? Let's see here. I'm well aware of how difficult it is to cherry pick the best of both dictatorship and democracy. All right, I read it. Give me the next one. Too fast. You're totally lying. We're just skimming through it anyway. We aren't taking any requests. Well, I don't mind. It's just a way to kill time until we disembark anyway. As long as it's printed text, anything is fine. To kill time? Huh? I'll be executed, you shitty old man. Even though I went out of my way to come here during my busy schedule, squeezing this is in between the postponement of the Ninth Prince's trial. Did you all hear that? I've known him since he was wetting his pants, and this is his true character, esteemed members of the Zodiacs. Like, I care. Death penalty is fine by me. Damn! Like, this is wild! So we're dealing with, like, some major legalese here. That is crazy. Oh my God. Oh my God, I totally... This is crazy. Dude, I'm looking at the... Dude, how many boxes is that? Hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Dude, there's 10 crates full of judicial reviews? Oh my God. Thank God for the internet. I understand, though. I understand what he's dealing with, man. I totally get it, because I've had to deal, like, with going through, like, legal papers and shit. I'm not even, if you've ever had to deal with legal cases, like filing your own legal shit, like, you totally understand, like, the frustration that is. How frustrating that is, whether it's if you're a lawyer or not. Oh my God, it's so frustrating. I've had to, look, you're talking to someone that has had to file their own restraining order against somebody. You've had, not a significant other. I had to do it against an asshole roommate. Oh my god, it was awful. I've had to file legal cases, at least one legal case against my a previous complex I was living at, and now I got to file oh god, I gotta go. Thank God for the freaking internet. I swear to God. Otherwise, it'd be even more frustrating. I have to file two legal cases against my current complex. Oh, now I remember the other legal case the other thing I had to do. I had to file, this was 10 years ago? Hold on a second, I gotta think about this. This was over 10 years ago, at least. Yeah, over 10 years ago, I was dealing with, no, this was closer to 15 years ago. Yeah. I was dealing with workplace harassment from my manager at the time. Oh my god, this guy was an asshole. And what I had to do, I remember I was working at the mall at the time. What I did was I went through the employee handbook, and I found I had to read the regulations. I did research on employee rights as well. The other legal shit I had to deal with is I had to go through legal shit to get my against the college system, the California college system, to get my rights, to get my because being disabled is a pain in the ass. Okay, because I wasn't getting any of my goddamn services. They were being fucking pain in the ass to deal with. And I went the fuck in. I swear to God. I'm telling you, knowing your rights, and this is what I like about this chapter. Knowing your rights is so important. Like in California, for example, knowing your tenant rights, like I do right now, or like I'm learning again, learning the updated tenant rights, is so important. Knowing your employee rights, whether you're in a union or not, is extremely important. This is why civics should be taught in all freaking public schools. Thank God I took government when I did in community college, because God, that did help. It really did help. It should be, I'm telling you, civics should be mandatory in high school and college. It really should. Because, God, people do not know how their fucking government works. And that is it's awful. It's a pain in the ass. It really goddamn is. It's driving me fucking up the wall. People, you need to know your fucking rights. Whether it's at the state level, the local level, or the federal level. You need to know your goddamn rights. Seriously. And I'm talking about American citizens. If you're in dude, I know a lot about foreign policy too. I do. I know how fucked up certain things are. I try not. It's a pain in the ass. I try to stay away from it now, but when I was writing a politics podcast, I had to look at it. But dude, no, whether you're in the U.S., Canada, EU, Japan, which Japan I've had to learn a lot of legal shit. Oh god, that's a pain in the ass too. Japanese law is a pain in the ass. I don't know why I'm doing. For that was because I've been writing. That was for content specifically. But seriously, know your rights. That's the second half of this chapter is really, really going into. Fuck, I would make the argument that both these chapters are really talking about loopholes and legalese. Seriously, know your shit. Read the fine print of every goddamn contract you're signing. Seriously, it will help you in the long run. Well, it really will, seriously. Oh my god. Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below what you guys think. I am so shooketh that Kurapika wasn't lying about the prince. And I swear to God, Viz, if you botch this localization about the gendered language, I'm going to be so annoyed. I know you're good. I know they're going to do it. I know they will. But let me know your thoughts and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Hunter x Hunter content. A few ways you could do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee, purchase something off our Amazon wish list, all that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network, that's in the description box below as well. Until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!